Okay, here we are, 2013 Australian Institute of Motorsport Formula V State Championship, Round 4, Race 3, Sydney Motorsport Park. Okay,
And pole position is Tim Brook, who won the second race of this weekend earlier today, followed by Simon Pace, Dylan Thomas in third place, Darren Williams in fourth, Jeff Bennett, who just pipped James Horn in the last race, Morgan Fremantle and Michael Cluderay.
Okay, 5 seconds.
Right, there's Tim Brook in the orange car, and he takes off a great slingshot off the line there. He's taken the lead ahead of Simon Pace in the red Mako just on the outside.
Yeah, good start there from Darren Williams. Thomas in the inside with him. James Horn just behind. Nice start. Simon Thompson, he's on board with Darren Williams. Simon Thompson only just needs to finish this race to wrap up the 1200 title.
So we'll keep an eye on him for the rest of the race. And also, Ryan Reynolds has made it back onto the back of this grid after some carburettor problems, I believe, in the earlier race where he fell off on the first lap, and unfortunately he had to DNF that. So we'll see. Keep an eye out for Ryan Reynolds as well as Simon Thompson.
Oh, Thomas, I thought he was going to go the inside of Simon Pace there. That wouldn't have ended well.
Dylan Thomas, desperate for second place, tried to take that off Simon Pace, but couldn't. So, right, Tim Brook got the lead. Simon Pace, Dylan Thomas just ahead of Darren Williams, who's got the camera on his roll bar here.
Okay, Darren Williams just giving a bit of a scratch to the forehead there, obviously wiping a bit of sweat off the brow after the start.
And just in the background, I could see Ryan Reynolds there. He's only in about 7th or 8th place, diving down the inside of one of the cars. So he's making up places already. Okay,
so it's Darren Williams, Simon, James Horn, Morgan. There's Ryan Reynolds in about 7th or 8th there.
That's just behind Michael Cluderay in the green Stinger there.
And Morgan, Jeff Bennett behind with Bruce Perry. Oh, big lock up. Oh, Thomas.
Big lock up from Dylan Thomas. Almost out of control.
James Horn takes the inside. Darren Williams took a bit of evasive actions there.
That's right. So James Horn, look, he's probably right in the mix of a nose-to-tail race for the first time this year. So we'll keep an eye out on James over these upcoming laps as well.
Last round in the wet, he actually took a podium. He took a third.
That's right. So, but now we're going a lot faster now. So, James in 4th place, right behind Simon Pace.
Look at the gap Timmy Brooks already got in his first lap. So Simon Pace not quite been able to run with him on the first lap, and the rest of the field. We're all going to have a look and see who goes here. James Horn's gone early with the toe.
He has. He's gone early and fanned out there. So, look, huge lead by Tim Brook here. And then 2nd, 3rd, 4th place. So
Thomas has got past Simon Pace already.
Okay, where's Ryan Reynolds? Surely he can't be too far behind the pack of 2nd to 5th.
Okay, he's on board with Darren Williams, looking to go around the outside of James Horn, but James Horn still has a little bit of toe there from Simon Pace. Sucks up to Dylan Thomas there. So.
Yeah, didn't James Horn get a real suck up there through that corner?
Okay, coming into turn 2. He's lost it.
He lost it. He unloaded that inside whirl and he's round.
So he's had a little bit too much rear brake bias on by the look of that. He's come in, he's realised he's a bit hot, and overpressed the brake pedal and locked the rears up.
Not enough steering. Gee, James, what a shame. We were hoping you'd be in this pack for the race in that bright blue car.
Okay, so Timmy Brooks got about 4 car lengths on on Dylan Thomas, Simon Pace.
And there's Ryan Reynolds. Ryan's in 5th place and only
6th place.
A fraction of a second behind Darren Williams there. It is 5th place.
It is 5th place. They didn't take too long there.
That's passing cars. He went past Michael Cluderay there
and
on
Morgan.
The previous lap here in the green car. So he's made about 3 seconds a lap up on the cars only 2 spots behind him. So
Okay, so there's Alan Harrison, and
there's James Horn, the back of the pack almost there, just ahead of Simon Thompson.
So that's the lead 1200.
Right, Simon, actually, he's driving very safely. He should be able to take the 1200 championship by the end of this race.
Yeah, he only needs 3 points, so if he finishes, he's got it.
Bit of understeer there, it seemed, for Darren Williams through turn 9.
Yeah, his car doesn't look as happy as it did in the earlier race, does it?
No, that's quite right. Obviously,
Brooks' car does.
The track conditions not suited for their tyres on that Jacer.
Okay. So Thomas and Simon Pace side by side coming down.
3 wide. Where's Ryan Reynolds? He must be in that pack there. We just couldn't see it there due to the sunlight reflecting off. Now, that must be Ryan Reynolds. Surely, can we see Ryan in Darren's mirrors here?
Oh, I don't know. They're pointed a bit downwards from the camera
angle. Let's have a look.
Thomas in the inside here of Simon Pace.
That's
Darren
right.
Williams closes up.
That's first. You can see in the distance.
Oh,
and then second.
There was a little moment there from Thomas. He lost the front end.
A twitch from Simon Pace there. So we've got first,
It
second,
looked like there's a bit of an oil
here.
glisten on the track there.
Maybe there is. We'll keep an eye out for it next time round. Great camera angle here from Darren Williams, right on the tail of Dylan Thomas and Simon
Yeah,
Pace.
there's Ryan Reynolds, almost about a car and a half back from Darren Williams.
That's only a fraction of a second at these speeds there, probably about 130, 140 kilometres an hour through
Well, look at
these
this.
corners.
Dylan's actually made a car length on Simon Pace. I'm sure there must have been oil there.
Okay, Ryan is so quick through turn
Hang
5.
on, is that missing a nose cone?
He-
Jeff Bennett.
Jeff Bennett's
is he
missing a nose cone. That'll be a Michael Cluderet event, maybe.
Okay, there's Bruce Perry here, having a bit of a solo race.
With Alan Harrison not far behind. James Horn, he's now coming through the pack.
Oh, there's Rob Sermon. Rob Sermon's had another incident. Another indiscretion, I should say.
Right, and he's back, and he's Simon Thompson there, the lead 1200 car.
Okay, he's on board with Darren Williams. Darren Williams going to come in the old turn 9, now called turn 15 here at Sydney Motorsport Park.
Okay,
again,
running wide again. Gee, I wonder if that's...
Yeah, he definitely seems like he's got some mid-corner to exit understeer.
I wonder if the stewards are looking at that line of Darren Williams. But anyway...
Oh, was that a car shadow up on the inside?
Let's have a look. Yes, that was a shadow.
So that's Ryan Reynolds. You don't go around there.
Well, that's a Ryan Reynolds shadow there. So, Ryan Reynolds now... He would have started rear of grid.
Someone's flipped a bit of dust there.
And that is Ryan Reynolds slipstreaming past Darren Williams. Ryan Reynolds going into 4th place.
Actually, they've all got a car length apart, all of them there.
Right. No, he couldn't quite slipstream there. But anyway, he's almost up to 4th place after starting rear of grid.
Okay, there's Alan Harrison with James Horn coming down the inside of him down the straight. Rob Sermon's missing a nose
cone as well.
So that'll be explain why Rob Sermon's dropped back. He's obviously had a touch with someone.
Jeff Bennett probably.
Maybe. In fact, it might even be Bruce Perry. I think it might be a Bruce Perry incident here at this point here on this oil. Oil.
And it is.
That's Thomas off.
Dylan Thomas, a victim of someone's oil.
Okay.
Would not have been a Formula V car because they don't leak oil.
There's Ryan Reynolds' nose up in between the two. He's decided not to go.
So Darren Williams and Dylan Thomas. Too wide. Is that going to leave the gap for Ryan Reynolds? No, it doesn't.
Well, Ryan's on the outside now.
Or is Ryan going to go around the outside? And he goes round the outside of Darren Williams.
That's good aggressive driving there by Ryan there. He had the pace to follow through and he's done the job.
Valour is the better part of discretion or, whichever way round. So Darren Williams has still kept it on the track.
Yeah, so Darren's there to fight another day.
That's correct. So Jeff Bennett ahead of Michael Cluderet.
Here comes James Horn on his recovery process.
Perry, yes, so he's coming through carving his way through the pack.
He's actually had a lot of speed in his first year in Formula V racing, James Horn has.
And he's been up near the front and kept that speed more often as the year's gone on as well.
Yeah, absolutely he has. So here's Simon Thompson in the 1200.
He's on track to win his championship this year. We'll find out in a few laps' time.
Well, there's Thomas' defensive line with ahead of Darren Williams there, not allowing Ryan Reynolds through.
Darren Williams in 5th place. He was in 4th. The white car up ahead is Ryan Reynolds again, who started from last place. Ryan from Canberra, brother of last year's champion Daniel.
He's about to tow Thomas here down the straight.
And too wide in turn 170k. There's Jeff Bennett in the orange Jacer. Okay. And Alan Harrison and Bruce Perry not far behind.
There's Alan Harrison there.
Morgan Fremantle as well.
Rob Sermon still the noseless thing. He'll be getting a fair bit of aircon coming through the car.
Well, it is a fairly warm day. That's how you ventilate yourself.
And in fact, you know what? When the Stingers, it actually does keep the engine a bit cooler.
And it goes faster as well.
Okay, Thomas was able to hold out Ryan Reynolds there, but he's hit the oil again. He's going to go wide.
No, he keeps it on the track.
Well, arguably.
Okay, the leader, Tim Brook here, he's been on his own.
He's had a cracking start.
Simon Pace, Dylan Thomas, he's just kept his nose ahead of Ryan Reynolds. And he's just run wide, and has he left the gap through for Ryan? And he has. Yeah. Everyone's gone wide. Four-wheel driving off the circuit. Ryan Reynolds.
Side by side, in the dirt.
Ryan Reynolds in the Sabre, built in Victoria, now in 3rd place. Again. Okay, and look at how Darren Williams nearly went up the inside of Dylan Thomas.
Well, Thomas is playing with a bit of dirt pretty much 3/4 of this lap. Maybe he's thinking about the old rally days.
Okay, James Horn pulling ahead of Bruce Perry, who's ahead of Alan Harrison there.
Actually, Alan Harrison looks a lot more competitive this race than he did earlier, so he's probably starting to dial some of that understeer out he's been complaining about.
He's going faster now. Darren Williams is on board with Darren. He's actually closing up. The gap's a bit of racing going on there for the fight for 3rd place.
He's still understeering through turn 9. He's struggling through turn 9 big time.
2nd and 3rd or
that's
2nd, 3rd and 4th?
That's 3rd and 4th. There. Simon Pace is in it. So here it is. Timmy Brook got about 5 car lengths on Simon Pace, who's got about 5 car lengths. on Ryan Reynolds and Thomas about to go out for the slipstream. And they've got about 4 car lengths on Darren Williams.
Darren's actually fallen back a little bit there.
Yeah, well,
Jeff
he lost
Bennett's
it. He lost it coming out of turn 9.
Morgan Fremantle going down the inside of Michael Cluderet. Gee, it's a bit of raciness for Morgan this weekend, who was pretty well always on his own in the entire race early this morning.
Yeah, okay, and there's Alan Harrison not too far back either. So he's on board. Oh, Thomas. Oh,
dust and
bit of
everywhere.
dust. He didn't look like that was a bit tight in room there.
How do you get dust coming into that corner?
Well, he probably got squeezed.
Okay, maybe he got squeezed. Now, here we are. So it looks like Ryan Reynolds just pulled away from Dylan Thomas there through that series of corners. Jeff Bennett looks like he's actually catching up, as well as that's Morgan Fremantle and Michael Cluderet.
Yep. Actually, Michael Cluderet has been pretty solid all weekend.
He has.
Again, we know that car's about 20 kilos heavier, and power to weight matters, and these cars only weigh 400 kilos.
Right,
so
still tyre squealing his way around like he was this morning. That's Michael. So
yeah.
Okay,
so coming through, and then there's James Horn now trying to catch up to that group after his earlier indiscretion.
Right, he's catching them, but not by much now.
No.
So Bruce Perry, there we can see.
Okay,
and he's
the noseless Rod Sermon in the number 3 Stinger from. He's a multiple South Australian state champion, so he's clearly got some calibre.
That's right. He's Simon Thompson. He's still on track, not playing it safe in this race against all the other 1200s.
Oh, Thomas lost the nose end going in there.
And he's run wide there, missed the apex.
Actually, was there some? Maybe there's some oil in that corner as well. Maybe that's why Darren Williams has been struggling. But
yes.
Okay, and Ryan Reynolds has caught Simon Pace here. Look at this.
And now this is Ryan slipstreaming for second place. Len, did you see the speed advantage that he had over Simon Pace going into?
Done an awesome job in that lap because there was about 4 car lengths to make up there.
Exactly. But
and Thomas hasn't gone with him either. Okay. And Thomas holds a lap record around here, so it's not like he's slow around here.
Thomas is now struggling, definitely.
Yeah, it looks like he might have a problem because now Darren Williams has caught some.
And when you look where Ryan Reynolds is about 150 metres ahead there, so that's how much he's lost.
If you look ahead, so Ryan Reynolds has got around Simon Pace there.
Right, for second place. So the White Sabre now second from last with a few laps to go. There's still plenty of time for Ryan Reynolds to do the impossible in Formula V.
Well, I don't know about impossible. Anything can happen in Formula V. Everything happens in Formula V.
Right, but to come from last don't forget all these cars have got the same front suspension, the same brakes, same engine, same gearboxes, same width, the same height, the same weight. Well, maybe some not quite the same weight.
Yeah, but they've all got the same minimum weight.
That's exactly right. So,
and most of the front guys are all within cooee of that, within about 5 or 6 kilos, I'd say.
All right, so yes, well, definitely they've... Chris Reynolds has found the problem from this morning. So well done, Chris, on tuning that car and getting it going at this incredible
Rob Sermon,
speed.
slide it through.
Great driving, Rob. That's entertaining. Keep it up.
Okay, so and there's Alan Harrison. So Rob Sermon's got past Alan Harrison by the look of things, and here's the lead 1200 of Simon Thompson.
Right, will he be 1200 state champion elect?
Okay, so here's the 1200, the 1600s. Lead battle. Timmy Brooks got about 5 car lengths. Simon Pace having another go back at Simon Pace.
Simon hasn't
Ryan
given
Reynolds.
up. Simon does want that second place. Morgan Fremantle there we can see in the Jacer, followed by Michael Cluderet in the green Stinger, James Horn in the blue Polar. But although Tim's got a pretty healthy looking lead going through turn 4, and Simon Pace has certainly not given up on Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds was able to hold second there, which is impressive with the toe.
He held it, and Simon hasn't dropped off. So maybe with Ryan Reynolds and his extra pace showing the way, Simon's found that little bit extra now. He hasn't lost out.
Darren Williams has got past Thomas here.
Right, so Dylan, you would expect has had some problems here.
No, well, I think his car hasn't looked that handy all race long, to be honest with you.
No,
right from the word go, he was locking the rears up in a turn 9. He's did a lap where he spent most of the lap on the dirt.
Now, I know,
at least one wheel.
I know you're pretty close to Dylan Thomas inside the Dylan Thomas pit. Do you know if he's been tuning up?
Oh, Rob Sermon!
Rob, four-wheel driving. Geez, I better not show this to the clerk of the course, so...
I don't know if that was keeping 2 wheels within the white line.
Yeah, back to Dylan Thomas. Do you know if Dylan's been tuning with his chassis after the last race, looking for that last tenth of a second?
Yeah, I think he played around with something there, and I think the rear of the car is pretty ordinary.
Okay, so Tim Brooks still got the lead. Now Ryan and Simon there, and here we've got Darren and Thomas. Jeff Bennett now in 5th place.
So it's like a really 3 little groups there. You've got Timmy Brook in the lead. You've got Ryan Reynolds and Simon Pace side by side. You've got Darren Williams and Thomas basically next side by side.
Right,
So.
gee, although, there's a lot going on in this race here, and cars are actually getting closer together, but Dylan Thomas...
Whoa, see, look at that twitch there.
He had twitched at 170k in the middle of turn 1.
He goes straight to the defensive line. He didn't like the pace that would have come out of that corner.
That's the smart thing to do, but he's got 4th place back, and they're now not losing too much on Ryan Reynolds, just up ahead in the white car, and Simon Pace in the red Mako. His 1st, 2nd and 3rd.
Okay, so actually Ryan Reynolds has closed a bit of the gap to Timmy Brook there,
Yeah,
so that's
right.
definitely a lot closer than what it was earlier.
I reckon there's about a second that he's made up there. Ryan
Yeah,
Reynolds,
I'd
2nd,
say
3rd,
Oh.
4th and 5th. There's Dylan Thomas.
Darren had a nice little drift going through there as well, so controlling that car nicely.
There we can see all the first 4 cars just in that frame a second ago going through turn 6 there.
There's Jeff Bennett. He's having a bit more of a quiet race than he had earlier today.
That's right, but he's going fast in that great looking car.
Morgo's got Michael Cluteray for company, and Michael Cluteray can be a little bit menacing from time to time.
Right, and they could have a bit of a race on in these last few laps.
That was a great line there through for James Horn.
Bruce Perry's has had a bit of a lonely race. We don't like to see that, but that does happen.
Well, I think he had a bit of contact earlier from the back with
Rod Sermon.
Rod Sermon, who's actually made the corner that time.
He did, and kept it between the white lines.
Yeah, he kept at least 2 wheels on the circuit.
Actually, Aaron Harrison's car going quite well there. And Simon Thompson, come on.
He kept all 4 wheels inside the circuit there.
Well, he's got no reason to take any risk because, with all the competition on it, he can't afford to take any risk. Now, back to the front, there's 1st, 2nd and 3rd, 4th and 5th have just gone through turn 1.
Interesting. I wonder if there's a bit of a win going on there because Timmy Brooks still coming, even though he's got about 5 car lengths, he's still coming down the wall.
Right, so the breeze, if there is a westerly, the main straight points due west on this circuit here, and if there is a bit of a westerly, or the best thing to do, or a southerly, the best thing to do is keep it hard against the concrete wall on the left-hand side.
Yeah, because what happens is it gets the draft to go over the top of the car and you don't get that wash-off.
Right.
Okay,
now,
they definitely made another bit of quick time gain there.
Maybe it's Tim that's falling back and his tyres are going a bit off, but no doubt the gap's getting closer. So, Ryan Reynolds, can he do it? Last to first? He's certainly got last to second tied up here.
Well, I wouldn't say tied up. Simon Pace might have something to say about the tied up section.
Simon's never going to give up, and we know how badly he wants to win an Australian Institute of Motorsport state championship.
Well, he actually hasn't won a state championship race yet, and he's finished second about 100 times.
100 times maybe, yeah. And
so he'd be pretty keen for a first.
And he no doubt he'll want to finish at least second today in this race.
Yeah.
Now there is 1 round to go after this event, but after the points that Ryan Reynolds lost in the race this morning,
it'll still be pretty tight.
It will be tight, but Ryan, it's always a disadvantage. You can't afford to lose points. So
well, Ryan will probably be back about 20 odd points. And there's still 90 points to go after this weekend. So
okay, but
Ryan will be trying to get the win so that he can actually gain.
Every point matters, doesn't it?
It's 3 points from first to second. So right now he's losing 3. It'll be a 6-point turnaround.
And that's what he'll need. That's what he'll need to keep it all within.
Oh, look how close he is!
He's closing.
And he's gap pace.
And so he's had a great lap. Ryan Reynolds had a great lap this time round.
Thomas has gapped Darren Williams, so they're all like car length apart. And here's Ryan. Look at him. He's all over the back of Timmy Brook.
2 fabulous corners, turns 2 and 3, and that was turn 4. And now this is the race for the lead.
I wonder if Timmy Brook has put a bit of a high pressure in his tyres to start the race, which is why he was so strong early but falling back now.
Right. Well, you wouldn't have expected Tim, to take it for granted that he would have run this race.
There you go. Thomas has caught up to Simon Pace here now as well. So
there's a race on. What's going on here?
There's a race on. We're in a racetrack.
Well, except the cars that were going fast early are going slow, and the cars that are going early slow are going fast.
Okay, and that was Michael Cluteray coming from almost pit entry exit there now. So they're all using a lot of road there coming through the turn 5 pass there now. Here's Rob Sermon. Alan Harrison took a fair bit there. Normally it's Rob Sermon's job.
And Alan's he's got a bit of speed up and catching Rob Sermon.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
So maybe all the places could be different by the time we cross the line in just a few laps.
I would say they will be. The one thing that's constant in motorsport is change.
Okay,
here it is.
And that's
he got him by the line.
But it's still a slipstream. Ryan Reynolds has taken the lead.
And Thomas got Simon Pace by the line.
And that was
he didn't.
And that was it. Ryan Reynolds has won the race from last place by half a car length ahead of Tim Brook.
Half a car length by nose.
And half a nose length. Simon Pace 3rd place. Dylan Thomas 4th.
Darren Williams, followed by Jeff Bennett, Morgan Fremantle, Michael Cluteray. So and
we can congratulate Simon Thompson on winning the 1200 state championship in this race.
Yeah, what a fantastic effort by those guys all year.
That's right. Congratulations, Simon. Great race, Ryan Reynolds, the race of the year.